Welcome. It's so good to have you here. Today, we're going to talk about something that many of us might avoid thinking about, but it's something that can make a big difference in how we care for our loved ones as they age. Have you noticed subtle changes in someone close to you over the past year? Maybe little things that seemed unimportant at first, but now, looking back, you're wondering if there's more to it. It's completely normal to miss these signs, but when we do, we might be missing important clues that the body is sending out before its final phase. Most people don't realize that before someone enters their last stages of life, the body starts sending signals, sometimes for months or even a year. But often, these signs are overlooked, which can lead to a situation where families have limited time to prepare, make memories, or simply be present. In this video, we're going to explore 5 warning signs that tend to appear about a year before an elderly person's health takes a significant decline. Some of these signs might seem like normal aging, while others are more subtle and can easily be missed. The good news is that recognizing these changes early can help improve care, bring you closer emotionally, and ensure that your loved one's final chapter is as peaceful, comfortable, and dignified as possible. It might not always be easy, but staying aware of these signs can make all the difference. So, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more content like this. Stick with us to the end because understanding these signs can help you emotionally and practically prepare for what lies ahead. This way, you'll be able to make the most of the time you have left with your loved one without feeling blindsided. Let's dive in and explore the first sign. Unexpected weight loss is often one of the earliest signs of a more serious health issue. At first, it might not seem like much. Maybe their clothes are a little looser, or they're not eating as much as they used to. Families often write it off as just getting older. However, significant unexplained weight loss is usually a red flag. It might indicate that the body is having trouble absorbing nutrients, muscles are weakening, and overall bodily functions are slowing down. While it's normal to lose some muscle mass with age, a rapid loss of muscle is something to pay attention to. This can mean that the digestive system is struggling to process food or that the body isn't utilizing proteins properly, which leads to muscle breakdown. As muscles weaken, everyday tasks become harder, and the risk of falls, infections, and other complications rises. Along with weight loss, there's often a noticeable change in appetite. It's not just about not feeling hungry, it's a complete loss of hunger. Many elderly people experience a decline in their sense of taste and smell, which makes food less appealing. What once was delicious can suddenly taste bland or unappetizing, leading to skipped meals or smaller portions. This shift isn't a personal choice. It's a natural biological process. As the body nears its end, it stops prioritizing nutrition, and the brain stops sending those strong hunger signals. As a result, energy levels drop, muscles weaken further, and the body's overall condition deteriorates. Chronic illnesses can also speed up this process. Conditions like cancer, heart failure, or kidney disease often lead to a decrease in appetite and weight loss long before any other symptoms show up. Depression and cognitive conditions like dementia or Alzheimer's can also impact eating habits, causing a cycle where the body just doesn't get the fuel it needs. Families often try to help by cooking their favorite meals more often, offering softer foods, or giving protein shakes, all with the best of intentions. But despite all this effort, these attempts don't always have the desired effect. If weight loss continues despite these efforts, it might mean the body is naturally preparing for its final phase. In this case, pushing for larger meals or trying to force an appetite can cause discomfort. Instead, the focus should be on comfort, offering small, easily digestible meals, keeping them hydrated, and creating a calm, peaceful atmosphere around mealtime. This approach can help improve their overall well-being. I hope this gives you a clearer understanding of how to notice and respond to these subtle signs. Let's keep moving forward and explore the other changes to be aware of. Do not ignore signals that an aging loved one is losing weight, eating less, weakening, or lacking strength and drive to be active. The body is communicating a deeper alteration than looks. Early awareness of these indications can help you prepare emotionally and practically to assist your loved one with compassion and make lasting memories. Fatigue might be one of the most apparent and emotionally distressing changes in the year before death. This fatigue goes beyond a good night's sleep or a day of rest. Extreme whole-body weariness makes even everyday chores difficult. Getting out of bed might become a chore. They may gasp or shake while crossing the room. Cooking a little meal, dressing without help, or speaking with a loved one might become exhausting. While aging naturally lowers energy, this lethargy is different. It indicates that the body is saving energy for important processes. The heart and lungs may be less efficient. Circulation, muscular strength, and cell oxygen supply decrease, making the individual more vulnerable. This shift is usually gradual and hard to detect until everyday chores become harder. Slowing metabolism, which creates and distributes energy in a healthy body, also causes fatigue. Though metabolism transforms food into fuel, the body redirects its limited resources toward death. Energy is less for bodily operations and exercise. It's kept for body temperature and respiration. This is why dying people sleep more, snooze more, and have problems staying up. Sometimes fatigue attacks suddenly. An individual might be energetic one day and lethargic the next. People who value independence find these adjustments emotionally challenging. Seniors who enjoy daily employment may feel embarrassed or disturbed when they need help with simple activities. They avoid socializing because it takes too much energy, not because they no longer care. Unfortunately, fatigue and mental distance may worsen isolation. Families and caregivers must realize this is not laziness or giving up. The body instinctively conserves remaining energy. At this point, patience, understanding, and gentle support without pressure may alter everything. This shift may break families. Seeing a once active, self-reliant individual struggle with basic tasks is hard. Watching a loved one lose energy to enjoy life may leave you confused or helpless. Family members frequently urge them to push through exhaustion, provide kind words, set little goals, or organize light activities to reignite their spark. Love drives these efforts, but rest is no longer beneficial. Knowing that exercise may cause stress and discomfort is vital. Accepting their boundaries, stressing relaxation, and creating a peaceful, respectful, and welcome environment are needed. If your loved one is usually fatigued and doesn't get better with rest, you may make this time meaningful. Take it seriously. This often signals a substantial physical change. Your presence, not stimuli, is best. Sit quietly, hold their hand, and converse when ready. Make it calm, patient, and compassionate. Forget expectations and be present. More essential than activity or participation is knowing they are loved, cared for, and not alone in their final trip. To confirm your presence, comment on number 2 if you've read this far and found it useful. Subscribe and activate notifications to prevent missing future material. Your gift helps us provide passionate and relevant content. Proceed together. Near death, thinking, communication, and social conduct change. Formerly clever, talkative, and humorous people may become confused. They may forget, repeat questions, or act disconnected with friends. People may have problems following talks or finding the right words, losing their train of thought mid-sentence. Without memory loss, these changes may be difficult to observe. As the body diminishes, cognition changes over months or a year before death. Remember that the brain requires oxygen and nutrients like other organs. Reduced circulation and oxygen reduce mental sharpness. Alternating confusion and clarity might disturb the individual and their loved ones. They may know everyone and speak well some days, yet look confused or detached from others. In extreme cases, they may not recognize familiar people or feel disoriented at home. This variance, which appears as mental wandering, is common with cognitive decline. Many withdraw emotionally. They may be silent, shun social occasions, or converse less. Instead of being unhappy or uncaring, their brain is reading social interactions differently. Talking, laughing, and sharing stories may become overwhelming. Too much noise or activity may make them want solitude. Also, emotional changes may escalate. Some grow upset or frustrated over little issues, while others seem excessively calm or emotionally distant, apparently oblivious to past issues. These unconscious responses show the brain's struggle to keep up while the body shuts down. The individual may appear emotionally distant or unfamiliar when emotions become difficult to express and manage. Supporting them throughout this sensitive moment requires compassionately recognizing these developments. This period may be devastating for those who love and care for their older family. Watching a loved one drift away from discussions, memories, and significant events might seem like losing them before death. However, it is important to note that this emotional detachment is not intentional. Meeting people where they are is more useful than attempting to change them. Even without words, speak gently, reassure them, and sit by them. Your presence comforts them even when they feel lost. Your love reaches them in ways you may not see. Do not ignore your loved one's forgetfulness, disorientation, or emotional distance. They are often the body and mind's natural preparation for death. This is a special time to be present, treasure peaceful moments, and provide tranquility, security, and love. Even when words fail, the heart can love and connect. A decreased immune system is a frequent indication of aging. Someone who often had colds, flu, or other infections may now struggle to recover. Once modest conditions may last weeks, and even minor wounds and bruises take longer to recover. These alterations indicate that the body is losing its defenses. Recurring infections are worrisome at this point. As the immune system weakens, pneumonia, UTIs, skin infections, and oral health issues increase. Infections and sluggish healing are frequently overlooked by families, but they might indicate a body fighting to recover. Previously successful medicines like antibiotics may now fail. The individual may require stronger drugs, longer recovery durations, or repeated treatments for illnesses that previously healed readily. Chronic wounds that don't heal or reopen often may suggest inadequate circulation. Slow healing occurs when oxygen and nutrients cannot reach the skin and tissues due to poor circulation. This is particularly important for persons with restricted mobility, since pressure ulcers may lead to dangerous infections if not properly handled. Note that late-life infections sometimes show differently. Older folks may look tired, disoriented, or uninterested in meals instead of feverish. At this point, a rapid reduction in mental clarity may be the first indicator of infection before physical symptoms appear. This is why early detection of these tiny signs may improve their care and comfort at this critical period. Watching a loved one have recurring infections may make family unhappy, worried, and frustrated. We desire harsh medical treatments, expecting another round of antibiotics or hospitalization would fix the issue. Over time, the emphasis moves from curing to comforting. Keeping them hydrated, caring for their skin, and avoiding physical strain might enhance their quality of life more than medical measures that may prolong agony. If you're still with us and finding this video helpful, we'd really appreciate it if you'd give us a quick thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any more insightful content like this. Your support truly helps us continue offering assistance to those going through challenging times. Now, let's continue. When someone is nearing the end of their life, changes in their breathing and circulation are often signs that their body is shutting down. You might notice that your loved one's breathing becomes slower, more shallow, or even irregular. At times, their breath may stop altogether, or it may speed up and then slow down unpredictably. This pattern, known as Cheyne-Stokes respiration, is when they breathe deeply and quickly for a while, followed by periods where they aren't breathing at all. Over time, these changes become more noticeable, and you'll likely see them becoming more pronounced as their body slows down. Another key sign is the weakening of circulation. The body begins to conserve energy for vital organs, which results in reduced blood flow to the extremities. If you touch their hands, feet, nose, or ears, they might feel cool to the touch, and their skin may take on a pale, bluish, or blotchy appearance. The blood that's circulating is redirected to the organs that are most essential to survival, leaving less for the limbs and other less critical areas. Along with this, breathing becomes more difficult. Even the smallest exertion, like sitting up, having a conversation, or changing positions, can leave them out of breath. You might even notice them pausing mid-sentence or gasping for air. If they used to move around with ease but now find it difficult to walk across the room without becoming winded, this could signal a decline in their lung capacity. Fluids may also begin to build up in their lungs, making it harder to breathe. This can lead to a persistent cough, gurgling sounds when they breathe, or even discomfort in their chest. While these symptoms might resemble the common cold or a respiratory infection, they are often an indication that their lung capacity is diminishing as they near the end of their life. To make breathing easier, they may find it more comfortable to sleep propped up with pillows or even in a chair. While these changes can understandably worry family members, it's important to remember that they are often part of the natural process of dying. It's completely normal to feel anxious when you see someone you love struggling to breathe, but these signs usually reflect the body's transition, not an emergency situation. The goal in these moments is to focus on providing comfort and support, though it's important to know that you may not always be able to reverse or fix these symptoms. Small adjustments like cooling the room using a humidifier or offering water to sip can help ease discomfort. In some cases, medication or supplemental oxygen may bring short-term relief, but the ultimate focus should be on comfort, peace, and calming their discomfort. When you notice signs like irregular breathing, cold extremities, or bluish skin, it's important to stay calm, present, and reassuring. In the final weeks or months of life, the most valuable things you can offer are dignity, comfort, and the assurance that your loved one is not alone during this difficult time. As we wrap up, I want you to keep in mind the key signs we've covered: sudden weight loss, overwhelming fatigue, cognitive changes, frequent infections, and alterations in breathing and circulation. Many elderly individuals experience at least some of these signs in their last year of life. Some of these signs may appear gradually and subtly, but when they do occur, they are often indicators that the end is near. It's common for families to struggle emotionally with these changes, especially since the natural reaction is often to try to reverse them. Loved ones may feel compelled to encourage their family members to eat more, stay active, or fight through their fatigue. But sometimes, the kindest and most loving thing we can do is simply listen to the body. Instead of attempting to change the natural course of events, it's often more compassionate to focus on making their remaining time peaceful, comfortable, and meaningful. Understanding these signs is not meant to instill fear, but to provide knowledge. Awareness allows you to offer better care, make informed and compassionate choices, and ensure that your loved one's final months are filled with dignity and love. This time offers an opportunity for meaningful conversations, sharing memories, and ensuring they feel heard, valued, and cared for. Remember to take a deep breath and know that you are not alone if you are seeing these changes in someone you love. Though these moments are never easy, having a clear understanding of what to expect will help you navigate them with patience, strength, and calm. Many families have walked this path before, and you don't have to face it alone. We truly appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share any lessons you've learned today and how you plan to apply them in the comments below. Your experiences and insights not only help us, but they also offer support to others who might be on a similar journey. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support helps us continue to create meaningful, caring content that inspires and guides you. Thank you for being with us, and we hope to see you in our next video.